Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Music and Moonsaults. I am your host, Chris Bordine. Joining me today to watch some old wrestling, co-host of Coexisting with Rob and Maggie on Fightful Overbooked, and a contributor at Fightful.com. I got Rob Wilkins with me today. Rob, how's it going?
Good, man. Thanks for having me. I'm excited. I'm a huge Bret Hart fan, so I'm glad you chose me for this. I'm excited. So this is a match that I mean it's one of those things where it's anytime you get to watch Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs in a ring together, you know
Yeah.
you're gonna get some good stuff. So I'm excited.
Yes. And I thought it was, I thought this would be, uh, apropos for us to watch, seeing as with all the Bret Hart tribute matches we've been seeing as of late. Particularly with FTR and CM Punk over on AEW and stuff, and I thought this would be a good classic tag team match from the golden era. We're watching. It's Hart Foundation versus the British Bulldogs from Saturday night's main event number 11, which aired on May 2nd, 1987. So we're right around the 35th anniversary of that.
Wow.
So that was. I don't even think I was. No, I don't think I was watching wrestling at the time yet. I was still a little too young.
I was watching like at this time, but I know if it was this was at night, so I was more than likely in bed by by now. So
Right. Yeah, I don't know if my dad watches. So this is obviously like a little over a month after WrestleMania 3, which famously happened at the Pontiac Silverdome. And my dad was at WrestleMania 3. So he was a fan, and that's how I got into it too. Was through him, and I'm thinking I came in sometime in '88, because I wasn't even 2 at this time when this match aired. So yeah, I'm guessing it was 88 into 89 when I started watching myself. So yeah. So if you want to go, if you're here in the States with us and you're using the old Peacock, you're going to go look for Saturday night's main event, and then you're going to want season 3, episode 3. And once you get there, we are at 30 minutes, 53 seconds. 30:53. You should see a screen, a wide shot of the arena, and then the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldog logos on the screen. And I'll give you all a minute to get to that point. Rob, tell me about Coexisting with Rob and Maggie.
well, we have a show every Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern, and what we do is we talk. Believe it or not, we talk wrestling, but we also have a couple of segments that are non-wrestling. We have what we call the Cooper Effect, and it's just kind of where we share a good story about something that's going on in the world, because you really only hear about the negative stuff, and we do one story about the positive stuff that's going on out in the world that has nothing to do with wrestling, and then we do another Cooper Effect feature, and it's on somebody that has something to do with wrestling, like not wrestlers wise, but like somebody in the media or maybe a particular fan. So we do that, and then to end the show, usually I just end with some questionable jokes.
Hey, who doesn't like a good questionable joke every now and then?
Yeah, sometimes it's like one of those things where it's like, I'm glad we don't have an HR department. So
And then you guys have started doing like a post show over
yep,
on Fightful
yeah,
Select, right?
thanks. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. We started doing a post show because, like I was saying to Maggie, I'm like, we still stay on here and talk like after the show ends, like it's just me and her. And I'm like, well, we might as well just have a little bit more fun and see if we can just get some people in. And usually the podcast, I live in the central time zone, so that's 2 o'clock my time. But by the time I get off the computer, it's 5 o'clock. So, so But the show goes an hour and a half on Fightful Overbook, 30 minutes on Select. Sometimes we go longer on Select, but yeah, it's fun. It's a blast. I absolutely love working with Maggie. We hit it off, and like I told you before we went on there, um, she was my first choice to do a show with. I said, Sean, I'm like, this is. I go, and it was before Sean even gave me a show. I go, Sean, if I get Maggie to do a show with me, would you be interested? Yep. I was thinking I'd have to fight for it, and that was good. I think I had the chance like still, but it was just one of those things when um, I just had a feeling like from the get go because I used to do some of the watch alongs with her on Fightful on the Twitch channel and stuff like that. So she was the one I wanted to work with because we just got along so well, and it's gotten even better, and we're having a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right. So hopefully you guys are caught up to where we are now. Like I said, 30 minutes, 53 seconds. Season 3, Episode 3 of Saturday Night's Main Event. And I'm going to do a little countdown. And when I say play, press play. So 3, 2, 1, play. The Bulldogs are in the ring with Tito Santana and Matilda.
Yeah.
We got a little backstage interview here with the Hart Foundation and Danny Davis, the referee.
Yep.
The evil referee. And Mean Gene Okerlund. Still can't believe, like, it's been, I don't even remember how long it's been, but I still can't believe Mean Gene's gone, man.
Yeah, it's been and it's probably been 3 or 4 years of that. Yeah, he was awesome. He's a nice man. I had the chance to meet him twice. He met him at a Comic-Con in Chicago, and then at a signing here in Minnesota because he has a summer home in Florida, but he also lives in Minnesota. He lived in Minnesota at that time too. So
well, right, yeah. Well, that makes sense. He was an old AWA guy, so
Yep.
that would make sense. And here Hart Foundation coming to the ring. They are the current World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. So, Jimmy Hart, man. Oh no, the Ducks, Jason Jimmy.
I love it.
Jimmy Hart's awesome, man.
Yeah, I love it.
Especially this era, Jimmy Hart. Like I know he gets criticized a little bit, like especially when you get into the WCW years, in the Dungeon of Doom stuff. But here in this era, he's just phenomenal. Like he was for sure. Oh, we get a slow-mo of the dog attack. That's awesome.
You know, if Vince was at this taping, you know he's just loving that.
Yeah, I want to say, so I know sometimes, and it's really noticeable now with technology, but you watch some of these Saturday Night's Main Events, and you can clearly see that, Vince and Jesse weren't there, that they're green screened in when they're doing the shots with the crowd and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this one they did. I watched the beginning of the show yesterday, in preparation, so I could find where this match was exactly in the show. And they did one, and it looked like that they were actually there on this one. So they're in South Bend, Indiana. They taped this match a couple weeks ahead of time, which was standard for Saturday Night's Main Event. It wasn't live. Let's see here. This aired on May 2nd. It was taped. Oh, so it was only taped a few days before. It was taped on April 28th, 1987. So only a couple days ahead of time. Sometimes it's like, they do it, a couple weeks ahead of time, or did.
Well, I remember when, like in the mid '90s, Raw would sometimes tape a month at a time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got Davey Boy and Brett in the ring.
It's awesome just being able to go back and watch these guys whenever you want.
Mm-hmm. Crucifix pin attempt.
Two of my favorite wrestlers right here. Mm-hmm. And then What was the tag team that he formed with Lex Luger? Do you remember the name? What they had? It didn't last long,
Was
obviously,
it
but
like the Allied Powers or something like
yeah, that's
that?
it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that was it. Man, I thought that was going to be the greatest tag team ever, and nope.
Yeah.
Was not expecting him to go heel.
Yeah. Well, and then Lex ended up leaving shortly thereafter.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Big Anvil's in now. Where I know you're a big Brett guy. Where does the Hart Foundation? Because surprisingly, some of the Brett, the guys I talk to that are big Brett fans, this iteration, the tag team iteration of the Hart Foundation, they're kind of hot or cold on. I love the Hart Foundation.
Yeah.
Um,
I love the Hart Foundation like since I was a kid. Like, you know, um I don't know how like old you are, but I'm 40 now, and um
I'll be 37 in September.
okay. So I would like around the second grade time, I don't know what age that would be, but probably 8. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, I remember like on the playground we would talk about tag teams, and everybody liked the Rockers, like
Oh,
everybody loved the Rockers. I did not. I was Hart
really?
Foundation. Yeah,
Oh man.
and the reason why is I thought Brett looked awesome when he wore the sunglasses, and I
Mm-hmm.
loved Jim Neidhart because I thought he was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I just liked him, and I liked the British Bulldogs too. That like before that, and but it was a Hart Foundation thing for me. It was
Okay.
always Hart Foundation. And I liked it. Just like the thing is I was always that weird kid that liked a lot of the heels.
Oh, okay.
um, but I did like Hogan for a little bit, but then I started like really enjoying like what DiBiase was doing with him. Like I started like rooting for DiBiase a little bit. So it's just weird, but I just loved it. Like I was just a Hart guy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and when he went solo, I thought it was great too.
Yeah, I was definitely more of a Rockers fan. But I love the Hart Foundation too.
Yeah.
I was very much though the if they were a good guy on TV, I cheered for them. If they were a bad guy on TV, I booed them.
Yep.
At that stage of my life.
Yeah. And I started out that way, but then the thing was is I thought the heels at the time were just always funnier. Like they were always doing whatever they could to do to win, and I just enjoyed it. And now it's changed on me since I've got like since I do a lot of media stuff, or I'm not like interviewing wrestlers or anything. Now I appreciate them all because of what they can do, and I don't really judge them for their like heel or face. It's just I
Mm-hmm.
like seeing how they perform, and um,
We just had a DQ in the first fall of the match. This is a 2 out of 3 falls match, and we just had a DQ. And oh, lovely Peacock. Now we got a commercial too. So if hopefully, are you getting a commercial too, Rob?
no, I'm not, but I paused it.
Okay, yeah, I
I
got
think
a.
I do pay the $5. I think I paid the money. I don't know
Oh,
how much
okay,
it is.
all right. Well, so yeah, I got a quick. I should be back in the 10 seconds, but this is two out of 2 out of 3 falls match. Easy for me to say. And the Bulldogs take the first fall on a DQ. Because Danny Davis and Jimmy Hart and were trying to get involved, and Tito Santana was chasing them all around the ring. So now we're at fall number 2. Hopefully, seeing if the Hart Foundation, who are the heels at this time, trying to even up this match and keep on retaining their tag team titles. Yeah, and I think by the time I started watching, the Bulldogs were done. I
Yeah,
don't even I don't really remember too much of the Bulldogs as a kid. So
yeah. I watched him. Like I remember Davy Boy going to like WCW, and I was about probably 10 years old, 92 ish, and
mm-hmm.
he would tag team with Sting and stuff like that occasionally. And like I liked him then, and then he came back to wrestle Brett at Wembley, and that honestly, that's my favorite match. Well, I take that back. Brett versus Owens, my favorite match that Brett lost, but
Mm-hmm.
92 SummerSlam's my second one. Other than
Okay.
that, I don't. I've only watched WrestleMania 12 once, like Shawn Michaels the marathon match.
Oh, the Iron Man match.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
I won't watch it again. I just won't. I remember everything. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I definitely fall in the camp where I don't think that match is as good as everyone says it is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's just I'm and I'm of course I'm one of the few as we get Jimmy trying to cause havoc again and Danny and everyone's running around the ring chasing each other. This is funny. I'm one of the people who the first Danielson Hangman match, the one that went to the 60-minute draw. I don't get me wrong, it was a good match, but I was just like I don't like super long matches.
Yeah.
To me a perfect match is, you know, in the like 18 to 25 minute range. Like 30 is like pushing it, you know.
Yep.
So
yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that statement. The some of those matches can just be, I guess, overbearing, and so
Hitman in working over. Is that Dynamite? Yeah, that's Dynamite in the ring right now. Oh, ouch! Brett got caught up in the ropes going for the crossbody, and Dynamite moved.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that crowd come alive for that hot tag to Davey.
That's the best thing. One of my favorite things about wrestling is when that wrestler gets that hot tag.
Mm-hmm. And big clothesline on Anvil. Anvil kicks out at 2. Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, we've talked before. I'm more of a Sean guy than a Brett guy, and but as a kid, you know, I did like the Rockers more than I liked the Hart Foundation. But once, and a lot of it is because, you know, when the Rockers broke up, Sean was the bad guy, so of course I booed him. But when they, you know, when they went like Brett, I was a big Brett guy when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I had 1 year, can't remember if it was my 7th or 8th birthday, but I had a Bret Hart birthday cake.
Oh, cool.
So, oh no, Anvil accidentally hits Brett, and Brett's down on the floor.
Man,
Danny Davis up. Oh, Tito runs across and clocks him.
Brett always takes good bumps.
Oh yeah, for sure. What we got here? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, new tag team champions.
I like how they actually did that, and the crowd goes just absolutely ape. It was pretty cool. It was a good match.
Oh yeah, very good, very good.
Looks like
they're trying to Hart Foundation are trying to like leave with the belts.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. They're like, screw that. No, we're still the champions. Oh, there was a DQ in the first. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm picking it up now. Oh man, so Dynamite got busted open and his nose got busted.
Say, it looked like he got clobbered.
All right, well that's the end of that. Hulk Hogan's on my screen. Time to turn it off. Yeah, that was a fun little match. I see why it got, you know, it was rated on a 7. What was it? 7.43 on CageMatch.net. So it's a nice little match.
Yeah.
So back from the golden era. of the WWF when I first just before I started becoming a fan. So
Yeah, the good old days, like the old WWF. You never know what's going to happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
exactly. So all right, Rob. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Rob Wilkins on Twitter. Otherwise, you can find me on Fightful.com. And then every Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern, I host a show called Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. We're on Fightful Overbooked. So that's youtube.com/Fightful Overbooked. Fun show. Just basically talk wrestling. And then we have a couple of segments, non-wrestling segments. And it's just a good time. We have a good chemistry. We go back and forth, and we try to outdo each other. And I would say the show's crosses between PG-13 and R with the way we talk. So, but it's a blast. So
awesome. Yeah. So definitely check Rob out. You can follow me on Twitter at IbanezChris. And please subscribe to the channel and leave a thumbs up and all that jazz. And tell your friends, come over. You can easily find me, musicandmoonsalts.com. They'll bring you right here to this channel. I'm also, the audio will be available on all your favorite podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, all that jazz. So, all right. Until next time, guys. See ya.